Here in the United States, we really don't have a Department of Justice anymore. What we have is basically a Department of Interference, because that is what the DOJ has become on behalf of Donald Trump. It is the Department of Defending Trump. Here's what's happening right now, and we had discussed this about a week or so ago. We have the DOJ, lawyers for the president, right now arguing in court that the emoluments clause does not apply to him when taking money from foreign dignitaries or officials who stay in his hotels here in the United States or anywhere across the world. That doesn't count as an emolument, according to the Justice Department, when the Constitution says, yeah, that counts as an emolument. He is getting money from a foreign country, a foreign diplomat, a foreign official, whoever they are. That money eventually makes its way back to Donald Trump's pocket, and that is illegal because Congress never gave their expressed consent to allow him to receive that gift. It's a pretty cut and dry case, folks. But Trump's DOJ is actually in court filing paperwork saying, nope, the president is allowed to own a hotel and take money from foreign dignitaries when they stay at that hotel. That is not an emolument. And furthermore, it doesn't just apply to the president of the United States. It applies to all government officials. If you own a property that you get profits from, and foreign officials come and they host an event there and you get all the profits from that, nope, totally not an emolument. That doesn't count. Donald Trump can keep his hotels and keep raking in all this cash, and foreign officials can continue using his properties because they know that as long as they're loyal to him and give him money, he'll do whatever the hell they want him to do. See, that's the other side of the equation that the DOJ doesn't want to talk about. Everybody knows how to manipulate Donald Trump. Give him a little bit of money. Go stay at one of his properties. He'll be wrapped around your finger before the end of the day. Everyone knows how to manipulate this man. And that is a threat. That is a threat to national security here in the United States. But the DOJ doesn't care. They know that, but they don't care. Their only job, and Trump's made sure of this, is to protect the president. Not protect the countries, not uphold the laws of the U.S. Constitution, but to protect one single man, and that man is Donald Trump. And they are doing whatever they can to convince the public and the court system that Trump and his officials are above the law. That's the end game here, to make Donald Trump above the law. And so far, they're doing a damn good job of it. But here's the thing. Trump should have been forced to completely divest from any of his companies. He should have been forced to sell off every business that he owns so that he didn't make a single penny from the Trump organization as soon as he was sworn in as president. And I brought this point up 100 times. I'll bring it up another 1,000 times if I have to. But they made Jimmy Carter sell his peanut farm because they didn't want him getting any profits from that or having other people use that as a means to kind of put money in Carter's pocket. Maybe influence him a little that way. So the man had to sell his peanut farm. Trump's got his name on those big gold gaudy hotels all over this planet. And the DOJ thinks there's nothing wrong with that. Or at least they want the public to think there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm willing to bet behind closed doors they understand how dangerous it is and how easy their boss is to manipulate. And all you have to do is book a few nights at one of his disgusting hotels. Thanks for watching, everybody. And don't forget, if you like what you see here, like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel. And now you can also become a member of Ring of Fire and get exclusive early access to certain Ring of Fire videos all throughout the week. Just click on the little join button right below the video.